This is the first lecture in the first unit of study in anatomy and physiology. Most of the images used in this presentation were found from various websites. I have included the link to where the image came from so you can follow the link and enlarge the image if you would like, as well as to give credit to the source. In some cases, you will also find links to animations and video clips. These have been included to help you visualize certain concepts that may otherwise be challenging. In order to study anatomy and physiology, we should first define what they are. Anatomy is the study of structures. Alone, this can be a lot of memorization without a lot of meaning behind it. In this course, we also include physiology, which is the study of functions. This helps give meaning to the many parts of the body you will be learning in this class. You will learn a great deal of anatomy, but there is certainly more names to learn in future classes as well. The most basic level of organization is the chemical level. This begins with the smallest unit of individual chemical makeup, which is the element. Our cells are the smallest living unit. They are composed of various elements combined together, but they are something more. They are alive. A cell can only do so much by itself, so they will come together and form tissues with a common purpose. Organs are made of groups of tissues working together for a common purpose. Our organs can be grouped into systems functioning together. For example, the digestive system is composed of several organs, all working to obtain nutrients, building blocks, and fuel for an organism. Finally, in an organism, all of these systems come together and work together. In this class, we will be dividing the body up into these different systems to learn how they work. The integumentary system is our skin. It serves a protective function as a physical barrier, as well as for secretion and absorption. The secretion is more obvious, but we can also make use of absorptive functions with pharmaceuticals for things like transdermal patches. This also means our skin can absorb things from the environment we would prefer not to absorb as well. Our skin is involved in vitamin D production and uses UV light to begin the process of vitamin D production. The skeletal system provides a framework for our body as well as support to hold the shape. It provides protection of our critical structures. The more critical the structure, the more heavily encased in bone it is. For example, our brain and spinal cord are entirely encased in bone. The heart and lungs protected by the rib cage, and even our digestive and reproductive organs with the pelvic bowl. The bone serves as a mineral reservoir for calcium. Keeping our blood calcium levels stable is so important, the body will actually rob the calcium from the bones to the point of becoming brittle and osteoporotic, just to make sure our blood calcium is at the level it needs to be. Muscles are used for movement and pull on the skeletal system in order to be able to move. Muscles also generate heat as a byproduct of their metabolism. The nervous system is used for fast communication and coordination of activities. The brain needs to keep track of what is going on in the body, and the body relies on the brain to tell it what to do. This type of communication relies on the nervous system to be able to send messages extremely fast. If someone walks by and steps on your toes, you are aware of it immediately. The endocrine system is used to communicate and coordinate activities as well, but also will provide a slower, more sustained form of communication. For example, your hormones control going through puberty. If the changes of puberty occurred as quickly as the messages of your toe being stepped on, it would be a pretty traumatic experience. The role of the cardiovascular system is to transport things in the body. This includes everything such as oxygen, nutrients, waste products, and hormones. Closely related to the cardiovascular system, and sometimes included with it as the circulatory system, we have the lymphatics. They are also going to transport substances in the body, but also serve a protective role with our immune cells. The respiratory system is responsible for gas exchange in the body. This involves bringing in oxygen and removing carbon dioxide. This is a mechanism for the body to remove the waste products such as the carbon dioxide. Our digestive system or gastrointestinal system is concerned with obtaining nutrients for building and repairing the body, as well as fueling processes within the body. We use the nutrients to build and repair cells, for energy to fuel various chemical reactions in the body, and it allows us to store energy in the form of fat. The urinary system is our filtering system to remove waste from the body. The blood is filtered to produce urine, which provides a means to eliminate waste products. It's also going to work to help control our ion balance in the body. The reproductive system produces new life forms in order to ensure the species of the organism continues on. What defines something being alive? First, it will have metabolism, which includes all chemical reactions that occur within the living system. There will also be responsiveness to change in the body. If you are trying to lose weight, the body will respond to the change of less nutrients by lowering the metabolism. A living system will have some movement. Sometimes this is obvious with movement of things like arms and legs, but other times it will be less obvious. It can be as simple as moving chemicals from one part of a cell to another. We also have growth and differentiation of cells. Fortunately, we are not born full size, but as miniature humans. We also specialize parts of our body. We cannot take liver cells and put them on our skin and expect them to function as skin cells. Finally, living things reproduce to continue to populate with more organisms similar to themselves.